Hi, I'm Randy Reid, editor of the Edison Report, and we're here at LEDucation 2025. This is our C-Suite series, and I am joined by Nick Albert of Chromatic. Nick, welcome.
Thanks, Randy.
And you are here to talk about Light for LA.
That's right.
So we know about the fires. They were horrendous.
Horrendous.
As I drilled down and learned about them, it broke my heart to learn about them. Tell our audience a little bit about what you're doing.
So one of the things that ourselves and a lot of other folks have been passionate about for a long time in lighting is really about access to lighting and the equity around who has access to this industry and what we do and the value that we provide. It's been a problem that a lot of people have talked about. There hasn't been a good solution in the space for it, but we've been planning for and developing a nonprofit approach to do just that. So the nonprofit organization that we've started is called Light Equity. The idea is that where 10% of construction and architecture have access to the lighting industry at a large scale, to lighting designers, specification grade equipment, there's 90% that largely don't understand the question to be able to ask it. They don't know how to make the value proposition. And that gap represents a gap in equity that is easy to address if you know how to use the tools. The good news is that we as design community all have the tools. Any project that we've ever done with a developer or an HOA or a master plan architect, we've used the tools for integrating lighting at a large scale and integrating lighting into a community to create a community response. But if you talk about these communities that are underserved, underfunded, or communities that are in an emergency situation, like rebuilding after a fire, there isn't access to that kind of information. So we started Light for LA as the first initiative of our nonprofit.
Okay, thank you. Now I understand that, because Light for LA is also in conjunction with IES and IALD. Is that correct?
That's right. We've talked to both parties and to get their support.
Okay, but Light Equity is a standalone 501c3?
501c3.
Okay.
And we're community facing. I think one of the most important things is that we have lots of industry facing organizations that help us as practitioners, but Light Equity and Light for LA are going to be a community facing organization, giving access, closing that access gap between people that need to rebuild their homes. 16,000 homes that need to be rebuilt in very short order just in one city. And the gap between good, high quality lighting that's healthy, sustainable, beautiful, and supportive of the community that they lost.
Okay, so another important point to this is funding.
Funding.
How are you getting funding?
Anybody.
Okay.
The main thing is that
people are donating their time.
There's a lot of resources. So we're looking for volunteers, anybody that wants to support this. We're looking for sponsorship. It's imperative to an effort like this that the community itself is engaged. So we're going to have outreach events. We're going to have situations where we're telling people about lighting and the value. We can use sponsorship for those, messaging. The IES and the IALD are big supporters in helping us provide access to the community mechanisms that create lighting design and they create value around lighting design. We're going to need money. We're going to need volunteers, and we're going to need individual donations, whether it's $5 or $50,000. But I think one of the things that's really important is that Light for LA is not an emergency response. We are using it in an emergency situation, but these are tools which, once LA is rebuilt, can be used in hopefully much better situations. Let's say a small town in the middle of America that doesn't have a community of architects and lighting designers, but wants to do something. They'll be able to pull from this same toolkit. That they're part of that 90% also. They'll be able to capture the value of lighting design and get access to the industry and the values that we all understand, and use that in a meaningful way in their community as well.
Okay, so Nick, are you familiar with the Light Justice Now Awards?
Absolutely.
Okay, well we're launching that at Light Fair, and we're very excited about that, and we want to work close with your organization.
That's brilliant.
So you can count on us for a little bit of revenue,
and
you can count on us for all the publicity you want.
Well, I appreciate that, and Edward's been a big supporter, and this is really important too, where Light Justice is able to speak to injustice and its impact on lighting quality,
Right.
they own the expertise in that, and we will rely on them to help inform our process of application.
Okay.
We are
Okay. I'm
an
so glad to hear
application-
that working together.
100%. Edward was one of the first people to support our effort because he understands that where they're working around the idea and the issues related to it, we are the action mechanism to put those ideas into place. And that's where I'm really excited because the lighting industry has more good intentioned people that really want to do, I think our industry is beautiful in the number of people that want to help and want to do good. We just need a little more cohesive vehicle to do that.
I'll tell you, we proved that with the war in Ukraine.
Absolutely.
Our goal was to raise $5,000 for the children of Ukraine.
Right.
And we did a partner with UNICEF, and we ended up with $50,000.
Right.
And the lighting industry did that.
That's amazing.
None of the money came to me. It all went directly to UNICEF, to them. But we were so pleased to see the industry step up in a big way.
Well,
so I think you'll see hopefully similar results here.
I hope so. And I will say, at this point, it's about awareness. So anything that we can, anybody watching, just spread the word.
Well,
anybody
how do they get in touch with you?
Yeah, lightforla.org.
Okay.
There's a simple sign-up sheet. Anybody that wants to get on that, just get on there, sign up, start getting information as we develop this thing. And it's in development. I mean, it's not fully cooked yet. But as we develop this, sign up. Do you want to be a volunteer? Do you want to be a resource? Do you want to be an expert? Whatever it is. And we'll take everybody because it's a big, big lift.
All right, Nick, thank you so much. I appreciate it, and good luck to you.
Appreciate the time.